If you want to win more in sports betting, having access to top market data is the most important thing you can have in your tool belt. That's why we track it automatically every day at Probably, because we're tracking the top sportsbooks around the world. One's getting $50,000 bettors, $100,000 bettors, because they're getting signal from the sharpest bettors in the world, biggest betting syndicates in the world. Their data is the best, and we then use that great data to find the best opportunities at legal U.S. sportsbooks. We do it here every day. The results have generally spoken for themselves historically. Let's keep it rolling for ourselves with the top 10 MLB bets for today, June 18th. 2024, and it starts off with the man, the thumbnail. What you gonna do, brother, when Hogan Harris goes for under 4.5 strikeouts today? According to the top sportsbooks around the world, Hogan Harris has a 62% chance to get under 4.5 strikeouts. The best right now is at minus 148 odds. If you combine that minus 148 with the 62% probability, so it wins 62% of the time, the win rate times the win amount minus the loss rate times the loss amount. So how much you're investing, you're calculating that in, and you're calculating how much you're going to win and how frequently you're going to win it. And that's what we do for you automatically with our probably score of 4.6 on this one. So it's the whole process outlined for you. Of course, we do it for you on the app throughout the day, not just on video here with me. Hogan Harris under 4.5 strikeouts, minus 148 odds. We got Framber Valdez over 5.5 strikeouts in Astros White Sox. A 53% chance for Framber Valdez to get over 5.5 strikeouts today. The best bet, a rare one. Best bet's on DraftKings. Wow, what a treat. They're not charging minus 150 on this one. DraftKings plus 100, so 53% probability, plus 100 odds. It's like the sportsbook not charging you big to take this bet, because normally on DraftKings, a 50-50 bet is priced at minus 115. On most, sane, not corrupt sportsbooks, they're priced at minus 110. But DraftKings here, plus 100 odds, 53% probability, and a 5.7 probably score for Framber Valdez over 5.5 strikeouts. He can get his strikeouts and give up the hits. We'll pair them together. Not a perfect correlation, I'll admit that, but it is possible for a guy to give up hits, still get strikeouts, still stay in the game long enough to get his strikeouts. We'll give it a go. Framber Valdez over 5.5 hits, allowed a 46% chance that he allows over 5.5 hits today. The best right now is at plus 129 odds. Combine that plus 129 with that 46% probability, you get a 4.3 probably score for Framber Valdez over 5.5 hits allowed. We've got Jake Irvin under 4.5 strikeouts, a 48% chance of this one hitting, according to those top sports books around the world. The best bet right now is at plus 120 odds. Combine that plus 120 with a 48% probability, get yourself a 4.6 probably score for Jake Irvin under 4.5 strikeouts in Nationals D-backs. Another version of Framber here. We got Tanner Houck under 5.5 hits allowed. A 46% chance for Tanner Houck to allow under 5.5 hits. The best right now is at plus 125 odds. If you combine that plus 125 with that 46% probability, you get yourself a 4.5 probably score for Tanner Houck under 5.5 hits allowed. Do the video a little bit earlier than usual, so you may have a few less markets than we may normally have, but honestly, it doesn't seem that bad. And again, really shocked. I was actually thinking today, I might try something new here, because as we talk about, I do these videos a little bit later than everybody else out there, because we actually have to have market data ready to go. It doesn't really make sense to be doing videos at midnight or whatever, because it doesn't help you guys as much as it might seem. Point being, though, here, I was thinking about doing a video where I was just going to do DraftKings best bet to see if that maybe helped the SEO, help us get seen by more people who are betting just on DraftKings. It's the hardest sportsbook to win at out there, but we're getting multiple best bets with DraftKings at the top odds. So maybe they're a little bit softer than usual today. I don't know, but it's rare to see. Either way, back to the bets, and hit the like button and subscribe, guys. You're only going to get this kind of meta talk about betting here. I'm not just giving you the picks. I'm talking about actual math that goes into these things. The decisions we make as bettors, and that's a key thing. A plus 110 flip to a minus 110 flip, that's 20% of the money. And people really don't get that. Is really the biggest part that I've observed in my months doing probably here. We're now on 8 months doing these videos, so it's been enough of the time. Walker Buehler under 15.5 outs, back on track though. 57% chance for Walker Buehler under 15.5 outs. The best bet's at minus 110 odds. Mind that minus 110 with a 57% probability, you get a very high 9.3 probably score for Walker Buehler in Colorado under 15.5 outs. Obviously, it being in Colorado, it makes it feel a little bit better to take Walker Buehler, not getting there outs-wise. All right, we might have tapped the highest EV bets here. Let's go down a little bit more. You can see here the settings, and of course, you can always pick the settings for yourself. If you only wanted bets that were better than a coin flip, you could change this probability up. I do 40% or more here on video, and then, of course, we go to home runs, we're going lower. But a 2+ probability score is the main thing to keep in mind. As long as you have a 2+ probability score on your filter settings, if you're a paying customer of Probably, you're getting access to our entire underlying API, which has a 12 to 20% return on investment per, basically every bet in there. So on an individual bet level, yeah, it's going to come down to the probability. But in terms of the overall economy of bets you're taking from Probably, having access to all of those bets here, knowing that they all combine have a high ROI is what you're trying to get access to. So that's the main thing here. So if some people have a 200% ROI in months of Probably because they're only getting the best parts of it every single time they're picking bets. We've got Justin Steele under 17.5 outs. 3% chance of Justin Steele to go under 17.5 outs today. So better than a coin toss. Best bet's at -108 odds. So you're not getting that much of an efficiency with a 53% probability and -108 odds, but it is still a little bit of an inefficiency going your way. 2.8 probably score on this one for Justin Steele under 17.5 outs. We got Nick Lodolo over 6.5 strikeouts, a 52% chance of Nick Lodolo to go over 6.5 strikeouts. The best bet right now is at +100 odds. You combine that +100 with a 52% probability, you get a 3.6 probability score for Nick Lodolo to get over 6.5 strikeouts. All right, we got Andre Jimenez over 1.5 player bases, a 43% chance of Andre Jimenez to get over 1.5 player bases. Best right now is at +140 odds. You combine that +140, the 43% probability, you get a 3.2 probability score for Andre Jimenez over 1.5 bases. So if you get one more here, I think that should put us at 10. All right, Nestor Cortez. I feel like we've gone against him a few times. We'll take the good side here of him getting under 5.5 hits allowed. Nestor Cortez under 5.5 hits allowed at home. Yankees, Orioles. 55% probability for him to get under those 5.5 hits. That's right now is at -115. DraftKings, once again, I'm shocked. 3.2 probably score in this one for Nestor Cortez under 5.5 hits allowed. And I have to assume with this -115, DraftKings probably thinks it's a 50% probability. Either way, though, let's go to home run town here. Of course, we're going to drop the probabilities down, go 0 to 40%. I'm going to raise back up the probably score because it doesn't really matter, but I just do that for my own sanity. Or we're not going to take this bet because we just took the under or the over on Nick Lodolo strikeouts. So that doesn't make the most sense. This one we have nothing conflicting. So we'll go over 12.5 in Marlins Cardinals. A 19% chance for these guys to score over 12.5 runs today. The best bet's at +450 odds. Combine that +450 with a 19% probability, you get a 6.8 probability score. So this bet will win you 6.8% more money if we were played infinitely. And that's really the goal of these things, to identify those inefficiencies. We got Jeremy Pena to hit a home run in White Sox Astros. A 14% chance of Jeremy Pena to hit a home run today. Best bet's at +650. Combine that +650 with a 14% probability. So 14% of the time you're winning $650 if you're placing a $100 bet. And then obviously the rest of the time you're losing that $100. You still win 6.4% more money. Probably score 6.4 on this one for Jeremy Pena over 0.5 home runs. We got Nick Gordon to hit a home run. This correlates with our over bet, so this is fine. +1050 odds for Nick Gordon to hit a home run, a 9% chance for him to do it, but a 7.3 probably score. So Nick Gordon hitting a home run in Marlins Cardinals, +1050 odds if you can get it. Again, Fanatics, best home run odds out there. Gabriel Moreno over 0.5 home runs, a 10% chance for him to hit one today. And Nationals D-backs, best bet's at +1,000. Find that +1,000 with a 10% probability, you get a 6.2 probability score for Gabriel Moreno over 0.5 home runs. And last but not least, we've got Mark Vientos over 0.5 home runs, an 18% chance for him to hit one out today. The best bet's at +475, and combine that with the probability, you get yourself a 4.3 probability score for Mark Vientos over 0.5 home runs. Guys, as we always talk about here, probably works automatically. This isn't me giving my picks and putting it on a website. This is automatic market data that's being tracked throughout the day. So when things change, when let's say some big shark comes in and places a bet on the sports we track, we'll then update the probability. We'll then update the best bets also in that parallel swoop of everything. And it's all going on in real time. We update all the stuff within 1 minute. So when something changes, we're pretty much doing that in real time. And general updates going every 10 minutes. So that's how it goes at Probably. You're getting the best market data around the world for about 1/10 of what it costs to get similar products out there. They're going to do the same thing, if not worse, because we have a better ROI on our underlying data. So check it out for yourself. Probably.com/subscribe. The promo code FIRST on there will get you half off a month, and still for right now, even a year. So you get all of our data for $100 for a year, all of our data for under $10 for a month. So choose your weapon there. You can also check the pinned comment down below. I will leave a link to our 7-day free trial on the App Store, but choose one of them. It'll change your life in betting. If nothing else, just following the best bet, seeing, hey, this is priced at 475 plus 475. Why am I taking it at plus 300? Like, those things really matter a lot. And I can't, like, it's not a sexy sales pitch, but those flips, the plus 110 to minus 110 flip is one of the most underrated parts of betting that I frequently see people, especially people who don't have the knowledge base. No disrespect to them. People who don't have the domain expertise to know how important that stuff is. You're talking 20% of your money just from not knowing what the best bet is. And that's one of the biggest things I could do to tell you, to try to save you from all the corruption and all the fucking greed and grifts that go on in betting. That one alone will help you prop yourself up more. So check it out for yourself, probably.com/subscribe, promo code FIRST. Of course, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button there. I always do a terrible job promoting on YouTube, but you guys really, your support goes a long way here. We're trying to make this work, trying to find product market fit for our app, which is really the only one of its kind that actually cares about you guys and what you're doing out there. So check it out. I'll be back tomorrow with more, guys. So, hey, I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy your days and good luck. Bye-bye.